Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LTA 2025 matchup.
Focus in this early game.
I mean, I do want to see
Blabber
that.
does secure it and hits level 4. Robo is still level 1 on the Olaf. Loud is committing so much trying to make this dive happen. Thanatos level 2, Blabber level 4. Loud has to find success here. They've already wasted so much time. They try to make the dive go in, but a nice pathmaker coming out from Thanatos. It's first blood over to Blabber, and it might get even worse. Loud's plan, everything was put in his top lane basket, and the end.
Significantly behind because of spending the time going for that.
Yeah.
And when you get behind a Zyra, I know you know this pain, Flowers.
I know this pain, brother, and it looks like there's even more pain in store for Robo. He drops as the minion wave is already underneath the turret.
Just see this pain actually getting way worse for Loud.
Yeah.
So this was the stat I was talking about at the intro, though, at the very beginning of the day. As we go for another one,
We don't have time for stats other than kills, my friend, and C9 has 3 of them, not even 6 minutes into the game.
the fastest average game time.
32 minutes or so, wasn't it?
Exactly, and Loud had the longest. So I think that Cloud9 are going to beat their average. So my ask to Twitch chat would be,
Okay.
how many minutes faster than their average, which was 32 minutes, are they aiming at in this game? Because just it is 2.8K the gold lead at 6.5 minutes now. Maybe we're getting way too far ahead of ourselves because at least Loud are getting a dragon, but it certainly is going to be very painful here. I mean, Sven on the Corki is going to be a big, pretty big discrepancy there. And currently, Thanatos has the Olaf pushed under tower. So let's take a look at this. Loud might try and fight. It looks like they're positioning for it.
All right, Blabber has already started up the set of grubs. Wiz wants to try to tunnel in here and make a play. He goes for the ultimate there onto Loki. Nice follow-up with the clips. Massive engage coming out from Loud that killed Loki and Blabber both. That's exactly what the Brazilian squad needed, and they're gonna take the last 2 grubs with them.
Sven was still pushing top lane, Flowers. That was a beautiful engage from Wiz. He cruises right past Vulcan. He nails Loki right there. Way is going to be one of those dream targets for them. Currently, though, with Cloud9 investing all their resources down to the other side to make sure they get that dragon, you're going to have to wait that play out, and you're going to have to go through a lot of vision. You see all these wards here, shallow wards up through Loud's jungle that Cloud9 are going to leave behind after they take the dragon.
Dragon secured, so that's going to be his head. But Loki's doing a good job trying to stay safe. Has Roots in some danger. Sven going in, looking for the solo kill, and he gets it, no problem. Now Wiz wants revenge, but Sven flashes right back away. And Blabber is ready to punish the Skarner oh so easily. C9 get 2 more for free.
Sven putting that money to good right there on the Corki. Meanwhile, we're still going.
Yeah, down to the bottom lane. Loki with no summoner spells, no way 32 minutes. We got 16 minutes on the clock right now, and C9 are starting up the Herald. This is a great accelerant if you're looking to knock down that Nexus a little bit faster. Oftentimes this will result in at least a single turret being taken, but usually if you've got a lead about 5,000, you'll get way more than that.
Yeah, definitely can use, especially if you should be able to pull out the dragon and set this one up. Loki does have teleports, even though he doesn't have flash now and is way more vulnerable. At least he still does have that teleport. Is a 73-second cooldown currently, as Sven has to flash. Nice little punishment.
Yeah, I like that from Loud. They go for the solar flare afterwards, but they aren't going to find Sven. Sidestepping away from that Zenith Blade right afterwards. Cloud9's bringing the whole party. Loud's got to get out of here. Vulcan goes for the engage. They throw down the Zyra ult, but it only hits Winsome. He's got to be a little bit careful now. Vulcan might just out of the ignite. Meanwhile, Thanatos going all out into the backline, and Root's going to be killed off next. Sven goes on a rampage, and Robo has to run all the way away. C9.
Number 3 for Cloud9 after the chase. The rotation over from the rest of the team made possible by Sven dodging both Leona engaged spells.
On the aggro, Loud are going to take the opportunity to secure the tier 1 top lane turret for themselves. As Robo takes a blast cone, gets all the way away back down to the bottom lane, and he's just going to move on over and keep pushing the wave.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to put pressure on the tower while the rest of the team is up here standing in front of Otacon. 5K on the health.
Okay, Thanatos still frontlining, trying to keep everybody else from Loud away from the Otacon, down to about 3,500 now. A TP's about to show up here from Robo as Otacon resets. C9 looking to draw battle lines here, but they got to be careful. Between Worlds already dropped. Winston's about to die. He's all alone in the back line of C9. It ain't going to matter. Robo, he wants Sven, but he's not going to get what he wants today. A double kill back over to the Corki as Root, Tinones, and Wiz are left to run. Root separated from the other two members of his team as he tries to kite and fight his way out of it. But C9 haven't lost a single player, and they're back on the objective.
Yeah, it looked like Thanatos wanted some more kills, but the rest of the team says, you know what, we've got Otacon, let's just take the Otacon, finish that objective off, and then go for Baron afterwards. No need to over chase. Cloud9 at 26 minutes here are going to get both of the mega buffs, Flowers. This is just such a huge pushing power with the range that they have with their composition.
Pushing in with the pincer attack as Thanatos will break into the enemy base uncontested. Loki's going to take the tier 2 top the same way, and now the 3-man squad in the mid lane that completely avoided any threat of danger from the Loud engage attempt is just going to continue pushing forward themselves.
Here it comes, the C9 onslaught with the double mega buffs. Already, Kasande opened up bottom side, and now top side is the next target. This thing melts as well. Top side tower down.
Top side tier 3 is gone. The inhibitor itself about to be rubble as Loud scramble to try to protect their base. C9 still has the false lives here for a little bit longer, and they're going to use every second to keep this push going strong. Nexus turret's under fire. First one's already about to die. It's gone. Second Nexus turret is all that stands between C9 and a fast game 1 win as the mid lane inhibitor falls and Loud scramble to try to defend. Thanatos will be the first one ready to jump in on the Casante as Winston goes to the back line of C9. Big between worlds, but it's not big enough. Loud is simply too far behind. Robo into the back, at least gets one. He takes out Sven. Maybe he's got a second. Spiraling Despair's about to pop off, and a Skarner ulti grabs another. By a miracle, Loud are holding on still, but Loki and Blabber remain ready to fight. Wiz barely gets back onto the steps of the fountain, but the Nexus itself is soaking damage. The minions will win it if nothing else, and C9, 28.5 minutes in, takes game 1.
Cloud9 with such a big early lead. Early game, Sejuani Jax is so much better. Waiting now a bit is Wiz for that cooldown to come back, and we'll see if they set it up.
All right, they want this on Thanatos. Nice flash for the Counter-Strike stun land. Thanatos trying to get himself back away, but the follow-up stun is there. Loud barely misses out on the damage for the kill.
Yeah, I think that is the good game plan, but they just don't quite have enough
We really
damage.
got to see Loud have a fair fight in that first game, but yet we still got to see a couple of moments where they were more coordinated, where they caught C9 off guard a little bit, and you have to think that if they can do that in a more fair game state, it could look really good.
Yeah, definitely looks way better already. And because they left a control ward behind in the Dragon Pit, Loud knows as well that while they're taking grubs, Cloud9 are taking Dragon. Blabber cleared that control ward that was in the Dragon Pit, and then they take it. Now he's got his level 6 for
recognizing the enemy mid laner needs to back, can't really participate in full strength in the fight, moves forward, ready to set up this blue take attempt for his jungler Wiz. Let's see, can C9 actually stop it? Blabber's ready to maybe make an entrance here, but instead gets charmed up before we can hit the vault breaker. Sven's gonna secure the blue buff as Root wants to make his way into the fight, but Loki's arrived with the Weaver's Wall. C9 now looking to perhaps disengage. They gotta be careful. Sven gets grabbed right up in the air. The feathers fly, and Loud tries to walk it back off, but it ain't gonna work. It's first blood. Back to Blabber with a vault breaker. Punches back and forth, but it's Loud walking out with a broken jaw. An HP advantage for the Talia as Loud makes the engage here, looking for a huge burst on the Blabber, and they've already killed him before the fight even starts. Wiz tries to get away. The feathers don't find their mark, and that means Wiz is in no danger of a counter death. Loud get one for free.
Wow, that was huge, yeah. And then they can get 6 grubs now. Taking down Blabber like that was massive for Loud. 6-pack of grubs should translate into some turret plate money afterwards as well. Nice job annihilating Blabber here with the CC combo.
Big stuff for Loud, finding a fight. This is what I was talking about. They can find coordinated engages. They can show that they're ready faster.
Cloud9 should never fight those. And now, this is now 2 games in a row. And Loud have gotten the better than them in both of those second grub pack fights that they have actually.
Well, hold on. We're back live, and Robo's not live.
True. We don't know how it started, but we do know how already. You know, it's actually quite.
Wait, they go for it. They immediately engage. Loud. They find the angle, and they find Vulcan instantly.
Late on the cleanse, and Talia wall as well. Wow, off screen, actually. Down in the bottom lane, Thanatos does finish up that tower, though, so solo tower gold to Thanatos. But
that's the biggest win.
Yeah, Wiz will move in afterwards and at least start up that Rift Trail. Probably should be able to finish it since Cloud9 are committing down towards that Dragon spawn. 20 seconds on it. I mean, Cloud9, if they, I think Cloud9 want this anyways, you know, get Dragon number 3. Rift Trail does take a decent amount of time to take, but Root gonna come over and speed up that process for him.
So funny enough, since that's Herald going over to the side of Loud, that means they get the feat of neutral objectives. Cooldown for the AD carry of Cloud9 to no longer have available. And now a catch onto Blabber might spell disaster. He has to get himself back out of the pit. C9 trying to redraw their battle lines here a little bit. Keep your eyes on Tanones. First kill finds its way onto Wiz. The jungler on Loud stuck inside the Dragon pit trying to posture aggressively and immediately punished. C9 pops the jungler. The fight's over before it starts, and the Drake and the shoes go over to C9. Robo, what kind of a greedy recall was that? Blabber's ready to stop him, and now Loki's gonna pop him. C9 get another one for free.
Play here first, but we'll get a replay later.
Okay, let's see. Thanatos coming around from the side as Vulcan and Sven are ready to put the damage onto Root. It's AD carry for AD carry. Now Winsome wants to escape. Tanones with the Spirit Rush back over the wall. 1-for-1 trade there. Loud is going to come out on top at the end because of the fact that they grabbed the tier 1 turret as well. Thanatos flashing out of the way of that glacial. Immediate yeet button, but the TP coming in. C9 wants to make their collapse as immediately Blabber jumps into the back line for the full-on engage, but Blabber's taking a ton of damage. He's going to be killed off first, and Root stays alive. Thanatos wants to pick him off. Massive damage coming out from Sven, and Loud gets mopped up. Clean up in aisle bot lane. Triple kill over to Sven, and Loud is looking real quiet. C9 earned themselves a Dragon Soul.
Couple things to note on the preparation for that play from Cloud9, Flowers. It was actually quite nice. Sven had just, and it was just nicely constructed. Now they're going for another skirmish.
Yeah, could be some trouble here for Winsome and Wiz. As Wiz tries to jump back in to protect his support, but instead he's going to get punished, slammed to the wall, forced to flash over just to try to survive. Sven under pressure from Robo. The Jack so much threat onto the Xayah, but now immediately the shove right back into the rocks. It's not going to matter. C9 picks up 2, a double kill for Thanatos. Robo, Winsome, and Root all dead. Sven's on a rampage. Baron just spawned and he's about to die with Loud.
Yeah, Baron's actually going to die even faster this game than the first game, Flowers. Baron went down at 20. Baron went down because Otacon died first. You know, they killed Otacon first. It took them an extra, like, it was like 25 and a half. So
this time Otacon is the second giant monster killed in the duo. But both games, they're getting Baron and Otacon back to back. This is a nightmare for Loud that they just cannot wake up from.
Yeah, and this time around, of course, with them previously earning themselves the Ocean Soul, it's like mega buffs.
That is so nasty, and now Tanones having to flash away alongside popping the Spirit Rush. Wants to try to get a kill back here onto Loki. Not enough damage to guarantee it. Final turret shot at least claims the false life, but that's not enough. That's not good enough for Loud to try to hold on right now, as they're still going to lose their support. They're still going to lose their mid lane inhibitor turret and the inhibitor with it, and C9 are not slowing down.
They certainly have no need to. Loki doesn't have teleport, though, so Loki's going to head up to the minion wave on top side. And it's going to be the 4 members of Cloud9 trying to finish. Yeah,
C9 not afraid to put these false lives to good use, as Thanatos is saying, you guys continue doing that. I'm going to work on this turret down here. There's another tier 3 out of the way. Inhibitor about to drop right next to it. Nexus turrets now. What's left in their sights. Loki will get the next wave ready to go here in a minute or so.
He's coming. He'll be here.
Yeah, it's just going to take him a minute. He took a nap. He slept in. His alarm didn't go off. As Wiz and Winsome trying to get away from this one. Falling back to the Nexus turrets. Robo's very low. The false life is at least claimed on Blabber. Thanatos into the back line. 2 health bars low, but nobody down just yet. Thanatos also sent back home. C9's assault finally stopped in its tracks.
I mean, that was
base. Those inhibitors will not respawn before the Elder Drake spawns, and I feel like that situation is now impossible to play for Loud, as C9, again, looking to make a play in enemy territory. Robo's going to be the target. They want to make sure that he remains on that #1 gravestone, Kobe, and they're going to give him an extra boost.
The ranks. Meanwhile, Cloud9, only 1 inhibitor left to deal with. They're going to go for top side, and they're going to go for the kills.
Immediately into the back line with the ulti from Blabber, and the follow-up from Thanatos is enough to bring Root down immediately. It's gray screens for Loud, and C9 is staring at the Nexus. They'd love to get this one packed up and done with before 30 minutes into the game, and they're looking to do just that. Loud scrambling to try to defend at the very last second, the very last moment, but they cannot do it. C9 continues the northern dominance in the LTA, and they will 2-0 Loud.
Another dominant performance here in game number 2. It hasn't been nearly nearly in the eyes, but now obvious.
Exactly what they can get done here, as Flash already forced here mid lane. It's a trade of flashes there, you know, as Ackerman did go aggressive in towards APA, but Umti's in the area, and now Ackerman level 2 is going to be in some trouble. Wind becomes lightning. Ackerman has no flash, no way out.
Just
it's
kidding.
An
I prefer the
easy
other
cleanup for Umti. First blood grabbed by Team
Liquid for plate money. And got a little bit of a chunk as well. Core used his Ignite.
Yeah, Yon could go for this. Forces the flash with a Mystic shot. It is the Ignite.
They burn the flash from Bertle and force him out, force him to miss a little bit more. Now we're going for the reset, though. Notice their lane assignments.
Miru is so low, and Core could actually look for this. We'll see if he wants to go for any sort of a Q flash. And Miru, aware that Core could be playing on that top side, is going to walk out towards bot for the recall, but Core still fishing around, not going to find him recalling in the brush, and Miru will get out alive. Yeah, and they did go for the reset there, and so lane assignments back out to the other side afterwards, and so we end up with the Varus Elise back from
bottom.
experience, zoned from CS. Umti shows up on top side, so they know on the bot side, Esports Estral will be able to grab this dragon no problem. Umti, will he fish over the wall before the wind becomes lightning? He is going to at least clear out this ward. Bertle's going to walk back in. I think
Elise is on the way. So yeah, so he soaks his level 6 and Elise is on the way. So I think it's a good call for Umti to just recall here. Elise does actually make it quite dangerous. So they are going to back off. But the more poke damage, like you still have to pressure. You're still playing for plates, using that grub buff. But the poke versus Azir always has been a good strat, and it looks like they're going to start with the grubs themselves. And Bessa walking over first. So Bertle is here, though Impact does have teleport.
I think they're just going to give it. It looks like they are just going to be recalling back towards base. They're going to be happy to try to get another plate. There's no TPs to answer the push on bot, so Core is staying around. They'll get a plate on top side from Yon, and we'll see what they can get else.
Look at the rotation, too. They even sent Ziggs bottom lane. So not only are they not contesting, but they're going to delete a tower. I actually really like that call because you already get your 4 grub bonus, so you get to spawn your extra void in the face of a full commitment from Esports Estral. Another perk of having a Ziggs and just being able to go delete that.
Oh, Yon in trouble. Nice cleanse. It's going to be able to shift out to safety. Jose does force the summoner. Won't get anything more, but they will be able to likely farm some plates up here on the top side unless Impact wants to TP up and cover. The Ezreal ult will help to clean out.
That long lane with no tower now. Core JJ though.
Core in some trouble here. He's going to get locked down. I don't think he has a way out of this one. We'll see if he even wants to use a flash. Surviving for now though. The extra HP keeps him alive. They decide not to commit for it. The public execution is going to force a flash from
back to spawn there. I like the sentiment. Impact though.
Impact's got to be a bit careful here. He has overheated. Will he have to flash? He does have to flash back out to safety. Jose's coming though, and they can actually look for a dive here. Core's on the way. Will Core drop the ultimate to try to get in here? There's the flash forward from Jose. No chance to respond. Core's ulting into the bot lane. Well, they're going to look for a dive on the top lane. Bertle trying to dash away to safety. Ackerman is here. Dashes back to the tower. They're going to change it over onto Ackerman, but at the same time, APA's in a lot of trouble. APA gets hit by the chains of corruption, does get knocked down, not before Yon gets a kill with the True Shot barrage, but it's a double at the end of the day for Snacker. And you can see Miru with the first 3 kills and the feats of strength.
Yep, they barely got their kill in first. Core JJ now again meets Jose.
And wishes he didn't. There's the ultimate coming through, and that's just going to set up for that piercing arrow. Nails it, doesn't quite have the damage to kill him off.
Getting some kills there, yeah. Standing up, trying to get in their heads. You're typing in game. We're emoting in real life.
Yep, exactly. And this was that earlier play. We saw Core ulting in, and you know, just in the picture-in-picture, was able to get that kill onto Miru. So it was a positive for Estral on the top side. Zig's able to get up towards that top lane tower and take that. Well, TL are taking this dragon. We'll see if Estral can get in, try to contest. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. They're just trying to move towards mid, but
just opens you up for so many more easy setups for objectives, dragons especially. But we'll see with the Rift Herald being started up by Jose on the top side. TL do have a ward in the back of it. But I think with Core JJ heading down to bottom side, they want to make a cross-map play here on the Azir.
Yeah, I mean, Azir definitely is vulnerable when you're pushing very far up. Core Hex flashes over, but the recall going to be done before they find him, I do think. And he will be able to get back safely. Core goes hunting, can't find anything.
Zin's out with no flash is a viable pick target.
Bertle going to be face checking APA. We'll see if he's going to be in trouble. Nice satchel back. The ultimate's going to get used, but Bertle just dashes aggressively. Ooh. In comes the teleport now as well from Impact, and Core has arrived. Public execution gets used on Core. Bertle on the run. Ackerman is here, as is Miro. There's the teleport in. Miro trying to finish him off. Whiffs though on the ulti. Now comes the Rumble Equalizer over the top. Impact going to be able to trade one back. It looks like the fight will dissipate for a little bit. The tower though is low. He's going to be looking for the cocoon. Can he find it? No. Impact, great sidestep, but Jose and Snacker are here. They may want to look for the dive. The ulti connects, as does the piercing arrow right through the heart. Esports Estral get another kill on the bot side.
Huge cooldowns invested in this play. Does mean that it is going to be started up immediately here by Team Liquid. Umpty has his ultimate for safety on the Zin. They're trying to burn it down.
Yeah, APA is just trying to hold mid. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it. And they are going to be able to get the kill there. Is there a play mid? Doesn't look like it as APA just use the Mega Inferno possibility of 100-0 plays. Up on top side, though, the public execution gets APA, and APA has no way out. Bortles going to grab him alongside Ackerman.
Sure you can click. Yeah.
Exactly. I actually find it super helpful in some of those rare situations, but TL, knowing they were there, are going to start up the Otacon on the bot side. Here comes the teleport from Impact. We'll see how fast they can kill it.
All right, it's dropping pretty quick. Does regain a tiny bit of health there on the AoE, but yeah, that thing should just get burned.
Yeah, that's a costly
Can they get the fight afterwards, though? With the buff, if they could not pick anyone.
Bertle's going to be looking here for Impact, so it might be the fight that they want, but Impact looks like he's just going to be dead already. T does connect with the wind becomes lightning, but no fight to be had there, especially because Impact has a 15-second respawn. Very safe on the top side, while TL look to take what is likely to be an uncontested dragon.
Yep, number 3 for themselves. You can see it's, again, this Elise plus Ambessa combo up here, constantly fishing around. Jose doesn't want to give it to him for free, so at least when I try and steal.
Okay, well, they have a ward, in that brush, so that wasn't spotted. He's going to go in. He does not get it. It was down to 52 health, very close. Didn't even get the smite off, but is
standard of cleaver when there's a Sejuani on the enemy
teleport
team.
coming in. Impact is fighting Bertle on the top side, but it's TL that are going to have the reinforcements coming in faster. They have the Otacon G8. They were trying to take out Impact, but they're not quite able to do it just yet. APA, though, in some trouble, cutting back into that corridor. Miro is here. In comes going to be looking to help them out. Yon arriving as well, but he's going to get poked away on by Snacker. Impact goes down to the bot side, but at the top side, Ambessa's already dead, and now it's going to be another joining, and Miro is down as well. It's 2 kills there for TL. The one
max health damage and burn and everything.
It seems
so he's like, he wants to get on a squishy.
Snacker in trouble here. He did flash, but it's a flash follow there from Core. It's a big shutdown for APA, and can they go for more? That Hex play, it's going to be strong maybe in the 1v1s and the duels, but, could be something a lot tankier they could go for, like Asterix. But TL going to be starting up the Baron here. I definitely have to respond. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. APA staying to the side in the brush is going to be looking for poke as they walk in. Miro trying to get close. Not going to be able to do it just yet. Core gets the distance over the wall. In come the ultimate's not going to land. Miro survives, and that is both the Zig's ult and the Rumble Equalizer. It's up to Jose now. He has no flash. He does have the smite. Can he get vision, and can he get into the pit? In fact, trying to zone them off on the side. They have eyes on Jose Diodo now, and you can see the and Yon trying to poke away on him on the side. Ackerman now down low here, looking to trade damage back and forth. Core has Hex Flash over the wall, and he's going to be going for him, but it's Bertle in on APA. APA tries to flash to safety, but he's still getting hit by the Baron, and now in comes Jose Diodo. Will he commit to this play? The Baron's getting incredibly low, and Jose can't find a way to get there. It's going to be the Baron for TL, but will it be the fight for IE? Jose's trying to keep them close, trying to keep them interested, looking to buy time for Snacker and Miro to get back, but it just isn't going to happen. Behind of APA.
Yeah, it's getting to be a little bit painful. The extra items come in. Also, you see how deep the vision is? They're going for a pick.
Miro in trouble, but he's going to sweep them both back into that tower. Can they actually knock him down? Core trying to finish him off, does get the kill, but Core's going to fall now as a payment. Do they go for more? It doesn't look like it. They'll just focus on this tower here. Jan briefly pulled aggro, but will be able to finish it off. It's a tier 2 and a 1-for-1 in kills, but TL will keep the push going. Mid lane, it's going to be Impact and Bertle kind of battling it out over there. Snacker getting pushed back as he's here by himself. Has to pay respect to APA and Jan, who have so much damage, especially against those towers. They are just blasting through that, and Jan now, with the Bloodthirster complete for a while, can just shrug off any and all poke that Snacker can really go for. Was not spotted, but is still chunked a little bit low, and it's going to be very difficult if you're already missing health to ever get in here against the Ezreal and the Ziggs. TL already on the Dragon Impact, trying to zone Jose away, as Course threatening there with the Hex Flash. It's just going to be an uncontested soul here going to Team Liquid, as we are going to see Estral trying to kite out to that mid lane. Snacker in a lot of trouble, gets hit by the ultimates, and it's going to get burned down by APA. Core JJ, very difficult for Estral to be able to come back. Bertle looking here, but APA and Jan are around. Ackerman is going to flash forward onto APA, does land the cocoon, but it just doesn't even matter. Umti chasing after them. They're not going to be able to find Bertle. Hex Flash being channeled, will go over, but it's going to have to back off. They don't have the minions to be able to complete it. Over. Jose trying to clear this out. They're going to TP in. Miro, the Azir's coming in. We'll see if they can make their final stand right here, right now. The ulti does connect, but it's only on Umti, and it's way too early. Cocoon going to land. There's the public execution. Bertle is in the back line, but Bertle isn't getting enough done. Miro trying to survive, goes into the stasis. They got the kill on the Core. First one goes the way of IE, but it is TL battling back. Bertle barely surviving. Another Cocoon going to land on Umti. He's tanking up that tower. Impact trying to get around behind him. Going to look with the equalizer. Does get it, and he knocks down Bertle, cooked up in his own base, and Snacker is zoned off. He can't actually retreat through that, so Snacker is in trouble. He's going to get back to the base with Ackerman, but it's just going to be 3 members here trying to hold strong against the TL push.
Yep, and it's going to be very difficult because the Ziggs is coming for those turrets. They keep up the siege. Minion waves go down. They're farming mid and top side at the same time, so both will push, but Umti is low. Yeah, Umti is very low. Ackerman went forward with the Proto Belt there. Nearly was able to take him down. It looks like IE have held on for now. Snacker narrowly dodges the Ezreal ulti there. Is going to be able to. At the end of the day, it's just the ulti not getting much. We'll see if they're going to go for Ackerman here, and that looks like he is the target. Ackerman trying to run away here. Core flashes forward, gets the stun. In comes the Sig ulti. Going to be repelled over to the Blast Cone. Nicely done by Ackerman. Disengaging the play. Gets multiple summoners, even if the Ezreal ult hit. Yeah, a lot sent there to try and go for the Elise, and a good repel from Ackerman over to the Blast Cone. But the Baron is on the map, and the Baron is going down. Yeah, and Jose now going to be targeted here. There might not be enough damage to kill him, but they just need to keep him away because they're 2-minning that Baron, and with the Ocean Soul, you take no damage from it whatsoever. Jan is crushing this thing. In comes Impact. That's not even going to be able to be possible to be contested. TL grab a Baron now, 9.4k ahead, Soul in pockets. Otherwise, you just don't really have the damage to get through them. There's a Banshees on APA, Cleanse is ready for Jan, so even Jose Dioda looking with the ulti is not that effective unless they could poke off his Banshees first and try to find some sort of an angle on APA, but they are going to be able to get it off. Public Execution, though, is sidestep. Core going to go back in here, trying to trade some damage onto Bertle, but he is overestimating his strength there. Going to get cocooned up and knocked down by Ackerman. Umti still pushing in mid. They did at least claim the inhibitor here. All right, well, still at 10k health. Burns down fairly quickly, though, especially once APA and the rest of TL join. Yep, yeah, it's gone. There's no way to steal that one now. Jose trying to get in there, and Jan firing off a couple extra Mystic shots now with the execution buff. Core goes for it. Yeah, he's going to be ulting in. We can see Jose is going to be able to get out. Oh, the equalizer gets dropped down, but it's not going to be enough. Even the repel cannot keep you safe from impact. Gets him with the burn there from the Elder Dragon, and now APA heading down towards that bot side. TL want any fight that they can take. They've already knocked down the top inhib, they've already knocked down the bot inhib, and they're looking to add the mid one to that collection. Umti pushing forward, APA escorting in these supers, and it's going to have to be a last stand here, but there's no way they can wait out this Elder Dragon. They're already closing in on the Nexus. Yeah, no way they can get away from this siege. Top inhibitor respawns, but it's going to immediately go back down as well. TL closing in. Yeah, TL are closing in. We'll see how long these towers can stand. They've cleared out one wave. Impact on the side fighting Bertle. Bertle doing all right in that 1v1, but it's Jose Dioda sent back to base. It's a Nexus turrets falling, and it's Team Liquid getting closer and closer to taking this game number 1. A couple more autos will do it, and they're going to claim the first one in this one. One game away from making it an 8-0 perfect sweep for the LTA North. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's up? Hey, everyone. We are looking to see.
And I think he avoided, it looks like on the mini-map, avoided letting them fully proc that Braum passive.
Maybe not, though. He just took a big chunk of health, but Bertle on the top side might just be going down. Core does not have Ignite, but he is going to W for it and force the flash out here. Bertle did start W, but well, here, he's got a lot of early XP. He has the biscuit, has already popped a potion to try to keep his health high, and Bertle tried to get back to tower. We're going to see if he's going to be able to survive here. He's got no flash. He's trying to survive with the W. Eats some oranges, stays alive, gets first blood on Core, who took one turret shot too many. They're going to look for the redive. Can they make it happen this time? Bertle going to get knocked down. Does fall, just barely survive.
Keeps up his farm, no problem. Still is going to mean Jose starts up the dragon for them.
Looking for the dive, maybe on top side, though. Bertle could be in some trouble. Core tanking it up, but Jan looked like he wanted to back out. Well, Core was thinking he wanted to stay in. They do chunk Bertle down pretty low, but now with Jan out of mana, no way you're pulling off this dive.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of extra damage here. The TL duo at this tower. Bertle dancing around under their dive, so see if they can actually just finish these off. I can just continue to clear bottom side camps instead.
Yep, going to be pretty happy about that. Going to be able to grab the grubs. We'll see if it's going to be a 3-pack here for them. As Mireio pushing back Core JJ there. Trying to play around here with APA, who was under some pressure in this matchup in the early levels.
And Jose really has been a star here in LTA Seoul as well, and he's doing very well this game. After Krugs as well, cleaning these up. Getting a lot of farm racked up. Still taking more and more damage down here. Poked under tower, but doesn't get knocked up.
Yeah, Core going to be taking this up. Can he actually survive? Bertle tries to flash out of there. Can't survive. Jan able to.
See, this is what I'm talking about. The positioning far away gives him the time to get off the ultimate and drag Jose so far under. TL, they have done so many lane swaps so many times. That even has been lane, he's expecting.
Was really, really nice to see. Now looking down on the bot side. Mireio does give him the angle to get the stun, but is tanking this tower up. He might go down to this last shot. It's going to be a flash board from Mireio. Gets the kill. Going to be trying to dodge around from APA. Can he make it happen in the 1v2? He cannot, but he gets a kill. Really nice play.
And even though impact is low, pushing up, the duo is here.
Yeah, those oranges looking juicy. They're going to see if they can knock down Bertle. They're able to get the kill. Impact survives. Low health, low mana. Doesn't even matter. They do get the IEs a little bit late to the play. You need the support to actually move and try to cover in some of these situations. But APA going to be battling here against Mireio, trying to clear up that wave and get the tower on him. Can't quite do it. Mireio trying to run, but he has no flash. And this is going to be a tough escape here, but APA taking some damage back. APA flashing forward. Does get the kill. Nice seismic shove on Ackerman. Going to try to survive here, but in comes Jose. Jose trying to look to finish off this kill. Can't actually go for it because of the W there from Poppy. The GP ulti has to get used. Does get the shutdown onto APA, so Bertle is going to get...
In the end, Bertle is able to push in towards the top tower himself too, so gets a little bit something there, but Umpty working away on as many grubs as he can. Yeah. He uses the smite there, but there's no smite close.
Oh, don't lose it to Bertle. Don't lose it to Bertle. Okay, that was actually making me pretty nervous. Bertle, though, going to get knocked up. Has the barrels down, but he has walked way too far out with no one anywhere close to him on the map except TL members and
themselves as well. So both side lane turrets taken care of to open up a lot of room for Team Liquid to work with. And the gold lead that they wield, I think that then third dragon will be where they set up and try and put a stop to that dragon stacking. But here we go, Impact going in. Yeah,
going back in with the Counter-Strike. Does have 3 stacks of that Braum passive, and in goes Jose trying to help finish him off. The Ash Arrow comes through, doesn't actually connect on Impact, but I don't think it matters. Jose going to be able to knock him down, i.e. make a play on the bot side.
Okay, let's see. What can they do with the numbers advantage now? Ash Arrow invested and Vi ultimate, so just a little counter jungle. Spamming this champion. He very clearly, just so comfortable on it.
Oh, Impact is chasing because Jan is actually on the move up here. And remember, Bertle has no towers. This is going to be tough for him to survive. Landing all of these barrels, though, onto Impact. He's got to turn and fight. Doesn't necessarily know it. And Jan, though, is he going to get the plasma applied? In goes the Killer Instinct, and now Bertle in so much trouble. Drops the ulti. The Cannon Barrage comes down, but can Jose make anything happen? Because he's missing an ultimate of his own. Trying to threaten with the Q. Knows he can't make.
Meanwhile, a little bit of jungle defense going on here.
Mireio coming in. We're going to see if they can actually catch Umpty. One more stack of the passive would stun him up, but they didn't get that final auto. Core doing a good job healing him up, charming him up as best as he possibly can, but now he is stunned. Going to have to dash out to safety. Umpty looking threatening with the ulti, but both teams will just disengage.
All right, the full commitment here, and they're just going to go over to the Rift Child right now. It looks like Gangplank walking up 2 does mean possible fight here as they look for the engage. Ackerman trying to get some vision down, face checks it, drops his control ward here in the side brush.
Yeah, Bertle on the side, going to be threatening Umti. We'll see who engages first here. Bertle going to get spotted out, but Mirio is coming in. Nice little chunk there onto Core, trying to soften him up for potential hard engage here. Ackerman able to sidestep another seismic shove. Umti trying to dip dodge and dive, trying to get out of there. Good W, keeps him safe for now. In comes the Weaver's Wall. APA, though, kind of split from the team, and APA in an awkward spot, going to get tagged by the Ashe ulti, and he's in a lot of trouble, but he flashes out to safety. Umti and Impact into the backline. They've killed off Mirio, but it's now Impact isolated from the rest of the squad. He's going to get knocked down as well. It's TL losing 1, and it's 1 on the other side, but in goes them on to Jose Diodo. A great engage from Core, and the follow-up was there from APA, and Jan gets another kill, but now Ackerman knocking him up. APA has no flash this time and no way out. IE went out in the fight at the end of the day.
It's 12, Umti even wrapping around. Teleport flank does come through.
Yeah, we'll see if they can actually chase him down. Umti is here, but he's relatively low. Ackerman is the target for now. Umti has to play this low. Core is just down already. Impact a flash follow. There's the parry. Isn't enough for Snacker. Snacker is surviving. Snacker gets that stun off, and they're going to knock down Impact. That's not the Impact he wanted. The teleport comes in from Bertle. And Umti is in a lot of trouble as well. He's trying to get out of here. Jose is there to follow, as is Mirio. They get another shutdown as the dragon spawns. Yes, sir, we'll take that too. Moving to Soul Point here. IE roar to life, and the fans are loving it.
They wipe TL off the map. The teleport in from Impact and Ackerman. Oh, man. Well, actually, wait. They have to actually stop this dragon.
They got the mid tower. The top one is incredibly low, and Jose now back on the dragon here. Umti just respawning now. Impact has no TP.
And he's going top.
Yeah, he's going top. It looks like Umti's walking down towards bot side. And we'll see if they get any eyes on this. I mean, Core is just hanging around, but it's more to cover APA than it is to threaten the dragon, I think. Ashe ult going to get ripped off there towards APA, but Core spotted, and that allowed APA to respond. Mirio in some trouble now. They're going to look for the hard engage onto him. Great CC there from Core into the seismic shove, and Mirio went a bridge too far. Feeling confident, gets knocked down by the Kaisa.
Incredibly intense game right now. Pretty good spot for IE.
Jose gonna look. It's not actually interrupted there, and there's the Ashe arrow to follow onto Umti. Umti's in a world of hurt now, but he's still surviving, and now Jan's into the backline. Everyone comes in. TL collapse like the Avengers, and IE get torn to shreds. Jose
away could just get that shield pop out the back, while TL are taking Otacon though, so that buff will drag it.
Yeah, I mean, TL really want to get something more here with the Otacon. Impact almost gets knocked down. False Life will not proc. So
if IE can push out first and set up around the dragon, Gangplank setting up with brush advantage is just devastating to try and walk into. Even with just Trinity Force and Collector, really have to start to worry about all these barrel chains that he can set up ahead of time. So face checking becomes very difficult, and we'll see if TL can continue to try and play some.
Yep, going to be able to get that cleanse out. And we'll see if they can actually punish that. Snacker has been positioning well, has only gone down the one time. Ackerman going very far forward, though, going to let the ulti rip here onto Umti. But again, he is so damn tanky. They need to proc this stun. They can't do it just yet, and in comes the Weaver Wall. APA has arrived. Impact is there as well. He's on Jose, and Jose's in trouble. Can they turn it around? Snacker firing in the backline, trying to get up onto Umti. Can they actually chase him down? Umti has to flash to safety. APA throwing out those threaded volleys for safety. Impact backing off from Bertle as he loses that skirmish. TL answer against the Vi. It's such a classic answer there. But we are going to see another little skirmish here. Jose getting caught out, and he's going to go back in with the ulti, but it's probably just to give a kill over, and that is trouble now because Impact's going to TP in. They are going to try to force this. Baron is coming. Ackerman trying to get that vision for his team. Snacker pushing up mid with Mirio, and Umti is going to get a good denial. Knocks Bertle back to base. They're just trying to focus and burn this down. Can they actually make a play happen? Snacker's got to step up big, and he has to do it right now, but he can't even get close. Umti trying to grab the scuttle on the way out. Not going to be able to get it. Maybe stayed a little bit too long. There's a stun over on Jan. Killer instinct from him. Shield up from Core JJ on the side. Bertle flashing forward, trying to make it happen here, but it's a stasis for APA, and APA survives. A 1K shutdown does come through, though, and now it's the chase being on here from IE. TL overstayed their welcome. They grabbed the Baron, but they wanted the scuttle too, and they give over the kills for it.
That scuttle might have been way too much.
Not sure if he's strong enough to do it.
No.
Oh, he's spotted. They're going to try to chase him down. Bertle lands the Q. He's slowed up. The counter-strike coming through. He's going to try to turn this around, but he is a man on a mission. They're just going to try to burn the dragon. Can they actually kill it in time? They need to kill this, and they need to run right now. They pull off the heist. Impact intelligently, just buying some space after he was caught.
All right, let's see
Creeping around.
They're looking for the hard engage. There's the killer instinct in on a Bertle. Bertle may be tanky, but he's not tanky enough. It's a shutdown going the other way. You get one on Jan. Jan gets one right back.
TL though.
We'll see if they actually want to get in there. They're trying to sneak over, but they didn't clear the pit, so they don't know that they have been spotted.
But it burns so fast.
Yeah, it's just going down incredibly fast. I'm not sure if they're going to even be able to get there to respond. There comes the Ash Arrow. just trying to play bodyguard here and keep Jose away. But Jose's at the pit too, and he's going to steal it. Takes it away from dies for it, but how much more can they get? Couldn't keep him out of the pit, and now Ackerman comes in with Snacker. They want to try to chase. They want to take off these Baron buffs. Bertle on the side threatening, but Bertle may be in some trouble. In comes APA with the Weaver's Wall, and he's looking for Bertle, who's going to flash out to safety. Ackerman throws down the ulti just to get him out. Stay down, Mr. President. Keeping that GP safe is the name of the game. APA and trying to wrap around APA, trying to get the Weaver's Wall down. Trying to get that seismic shove down. Is going to be able to land it. Miru trying to go aggressive. It's multiple members there, tearing them apart. And now Impact trying to flash in, gets this on two, and it's the seismic shove coming through from APA that's going to finish them off. A massive play there from Impact and APA.
Early on in the game. Oh, here we go. The chase through.
In a lot of trouble. Mireio trying to chase after him. Going to go forward. Does catch him with the weirding, but there's a TP in from APA to cover. The Zonias will keep him safe, and that was the flash from Mireio. So
easier for him, as you're kind of mentioning. Jose goes for a pick.
Oh, they're going to drop the ulti, and Mireio has so much damage. is just gone, and that is right in time for this Baron to spawn here and back here with the volley. Jan going to be poking, doesn't find his target so far. Impact still pushing up bot side, but Bertle is there to answer. Do TL look for the fight? Impact in a lot of trouble. Has to run immediately from Bertle. Just cannot stand up in this 1v1. Core still in the area. They decide, you know what? It's not worth it. If we risk it and we lose here, the game is over. They're going to try to delay around this dragon, but
and the rewards are everything. Baron and Dragon Soul. Unless TL can force a fight.
They come in. They're going to look for Mireio. Remember, he has no flash, but they couldn't get in range. APA trying to get some damage over the wall, but it is secured. The TP comes in from Impact. Can they get anyone on the way after Mireio? Couldn't actually get in range, and now respawns, and he may be going right back to the fountain. He gets hit by the Ash Arrow, flashes over the wall, but only to die. It's dead again, just as he comes back from the grave.
And you can't try and base race versus Baron buff. They gotta get back here. i.e. they're going to demolish this bottom turret, the inhibitor as well.
Yeah, and you can see that Bertle is actually chasing Jan. Jan can't get back to base. This is going to be very difficult. Jan is still running away, and now it's going to be a TP in here from Bertle. They're trying to end the game right here, right now. Can TL make the stand? Jose Diodo knocked down the first tower. Bertle arrives, and Jan is still basing. Impact going to go in, trying to find an angle to make something happen. In comes Jan with the killer instinct, trying to knock down Jose. Can't quite do it. Impact has to go into the stasis. Leap strike back to the main, trying to stay safe. And Core is going to send it right here, right now. Goes forward. Can't make the play happen. Jan gets chunked out by Bertle there. Pushed back. Both Nexus towers have fallen. APA into the stasis, but it's APA zoned away from the rest of his team, and he's in so much trouble. Team Liquid had it for a while, but it's IE who stands strong. It's IE who get the pick. It's Jose popping off on stage as the LTA South get their first victory of the America stage. But if you use that little parry zone well, it is quite powerful.
Hover down there.
Ooh, this is kind of sneaky. Ackerman's going to be able to walk out of sight into that brush, and he finds the hook from Fog. That was beautifully done. The ignite should be enough. First blood going to be grabbed by Mireio as he snaps back with the APA. Then some trouble on the top side. There's the crash down onto Ackerman. The root comes through from Jan, and that's looking like that's going to be a kill. We'll see if he tries to even flash out. Not going to go for it. Looking for Snacker. Can't really find anything on him. But still a great play from the TL bot lane right when they need it. Jose trying to knock down one of these grubs. We'll see if he can do it in time.
Ivern damage.
Ivern damage is nothing. There is the ulti coming out from APA, but now Mireio has that ulti advantage and really is starting to pressure APA after getting that first kill. Got the early Berserker Greaves and is kind of running away with it in the 1v1, it feels like, for now.
Yeah, but it's just because of the topside kill. That topside kill is everything for Team Liquid. That's going to get them all their grub pack as well. That gets to level 6. Very, very big stuff there. And you have to say, how many times are we going to say it? But Yannick or JJ, that has got to be where you move in to get that control ward down. But looks like IE and Jose are moving over. No Daisy popped quite yet, though.
Yeah, and TL are hovering. They're saying, yeah, do we want to go for this? But again, Mirio has push in mid.
Daisy.
That will make things a little bit difficult. Daisy's going to get popped. Core threatening on the side. He does have his flash, but no ignite. Yon and Umti playing from that bot side. APA trying to get back with the team. There's a root there and a hook coming in. And now it's going to be Umti potentially in trouble. Throws out the ulti, but it is just on Ackerman. And Mirio goes in the back line. It's going to be flashed out by Umti. Nicely avoided by him, and the crash down comes through. Mirio's got a flash to run. He's trying to get out of there. The Dragon getting very low. It's going to be a smite fight. Will this one go to Jose? It is not grabbed by Jose. Umti ganks it. And now Ackerman may have just gone in to die. Mirio trying to run again. Core looking for the chase down. Can't quite find them. But Liquid get the kill, and they get the Dragon.
Some redemption from Umti on Nautilus, but wow, we go back to live, and Yon and Core JJ have whipped up some magic for us. The Yone is gone.
All of us have a little Snackerman in us. As Core is going to go in for the interrupt on the hook shot, and Bertle now in trouble, no flash, and we'll see if he has any way out. Uses that Camille passive to try to stay alive. Nice tack sweep, gets a little bit of a heal, but it's just really not going to matter. He's got no way to go. He does ult in, tries to make it happen, but he can't. Yon finally gets a kill. He's on the board.
Since Reaver damage here for him. Void Grubs they're being taken currently. Jose is poking his head around like he wants to steal one.
Yep, Impact just kind of fighting it out here on that bot side with Mirio. And Jose now in the area, has the smite. Umti already used his, so he should at least be able to steal one. We'll do that, and I think they're going to say, you know what, that's enough. You don't get 6. We'll have to seed the 5th, but still going to be feeling pretty good about it. And you can see in the picture-in-picture, it's just a scrap between Impact and that Yone.
Okay. Umti didn't have smite either, but if you lose the grub to Ivern damage, then people also laugh at you.
Kobe's got problems with it.
All right, Daisy down too, though. That's actually bothered.
Moisturized, unbothered,
Thriving.
in his lane. Life is
Well,
good.
he's in top lane, so I guess it's their lane.
It's his lane, he claims it, and he's going to go in with the Shattering Strike. There's the crash down, there is the root, but a nice buffer on the hook shot should pull him out to safety. We'll see. Yon trying to chase after, lets the ulti rip and knocks him down.
That's the big list.
Oh, APA, great sidestep though, is going to be able to be a swing and a miss. We'll see if Bertle can go over the wall. APA sectioned out, there's the hook shot in, there's the ulti. APA doesn't really have any way out. They avoid the ulti, they go back in, they knock APA down. They caught him dead. Let's not waste it.
Yeah, now let's see about the Dragon afterwards.
Yeah, Umti going to be potentially coming over the wall. Impact just battling out with Bertle. Umti goes in, and there's Mirio getting in onto Yon. Yon not going to use the ulti because he doesn't have it from the top side. There's the Nautilus all coming through. There's the Jin shots coming through. Yon's in some trouble. The teleport now is going to be arriving here from APA. The Dragon getting low. Impact threatening on the side. It's going to be claimed there by Jose. Mirio and Bertle push out Impact. I get the drag.
The TL bottom lane success on top side when they kill him actually ends up being what he uses. Wait, Core JJ.
Core JJ very far out here. Does actually let the flash go, but he's not going to have any way out. Going to get chased down here by Snacker and Jose Diodo. They do claim a tower down on the bot side, but that's one flash. I think he's going to power spike there for Yon on the Xayah. The cooldown reduction is so important with the Essence Reaver. You're just spamming out spells non-stop now with the, Flicker Blade, not Quick Blade. I still call it Quick Blade, but is a really strong item.
Certainly is. I mean, it's exactly what Xayah wants. Meanwhile, allowing Xayah herself to burn through this Rift Herald, no problem. But the cooldown reductions for Blade Call.
Oh, you know, he is doing well in those side lanes. Eventually, you're going to get outscaled, and Bertle is here chasing him down, hits him with the attack sweep. There's the slow. Jose going to look for the root. We'll see if he can find it. Is going to connect. Daisy comes out, and Impact likely to get chased down. Pops the parry, though. Is going to flash, trying to get back to the minions and back to the tower. Bertle going forward. Gets the shield there from the Ivern. Taunt backwards. Didn't actually connect, unfortunately, for him. And the hookshot going through. Bertle going to take another shot. Impact barely can't take him down. That missed taunt was the difference. Now APA on the side, threatening Snacker. Going to pop the ulti. That forces the flash from Snacker. Now he's going to let the Jin ulti rip, trying to take down Yon. Can't find the angle to get him. And APA battling against Mirio. Going to be able to sidestep. Nicely done.
So what they're trying to do is get all of the setup towards it.
Umti, you know, maybe some trouble here for Bertle. He does have the flash, but he just used the hookshot. He's going to get stunned against the wall. Nice use of the ulti there to avoid the Skarner ult. He flashes out. Can he actually get to safety? They can't stop the hookshot. Bertle plays it.
He has his ultimate. They're going for Otacon.
Oh, they're going to be able to kill this pretty quick. There's a blue buff on APA, and you shred these things as APA. Yon here as well. IE doesn't even know it, or they don't think they can respond to it, but they are going to be way too late to the play. That hurts. A couple of good plays in a row, but then you give over a freebie like the Otacon. That is tough. And now there's an easy force over to Dragon if they can't find anything else. Bertle, though, pushed up here, going to be slowed down by the Rylai's. In comes the rest of TL. Bertle, though, able to easily hook shot back, and TL should just retreat. AP going to kind of try to keep going forward, but at least forces out that redemption.
And again, it's the beginning of almost like win-win situations. They took over the jungle first, and Umpty's counter jungling. So either, at the very least, you're going to get a little counter jungling, and you have your vision set up for the dragon. But at the best was the scenario we saw, where Bertle push up in the side lane, and then he's able to leave the counter jungling, go attack Bertle, get the flash, push him out, and then they get the bigger reward.
Up on the top side, takes the blue buff, takes the Gromp, and now Bertle going to be threatened, stunned out of that hook shot. Now into the ulti APA. He's just held on the miasma. No way out of this one. You have to think going to be knocked down. Nicely set up there, nicely timed by Umpty, making a key play with AP to back him up, and now they're getting the turret damage down here. Mirio's trying to come back from that top side, was threatening Yon in mid lane, but this tower is just going down. They've got no wave clear. There's a hook forward. APA likely to go down. Does get Nautilus ulted. Burst down as well by Snacker. Umpty just going to stay in, stand and fight. Does knock down the turret. He still has that Autogon GA trying to get the wave. As they push up top, they push up mid. It's a full...
as well.
Yeah, it has been true at all points. Bertle, though, going to be getting caught out by Umpty, but we'll see if they can turn around because IE is coming in with extra members here. The reinforcements have arrived. But the miasma just says no. It's so difficult to fight through that corridor, but now the hook is going to land. Nice buffer on the ulti, and in goes JJ. It's a melee. Everyone's stacked up and getting shredded down by Yon and APA. TL find the fight that they want. Bertle running. It's only the one kill. Secondary global.
Yep. All right, let's see. Can they get the engage here? Because now face checking again. Umpty's going to scrap a little.
Yeah, Umpty's going to get hooked in. He's in trouble. Jin all going to get popped. The teleports are coming in. Will Umpty be able to survive? Trying to retreat. There's the block. Mirio goes in with the ulti. Doesn't have enough damage to actually finish him off. Yon now, the target. Oh, the Jin ult snipes him down. They do get the first kill, but Yon's still standing strong, as is APA. And there's the root over on Mirio. He's going to flash out. And Core's turning on to Bertle. Bertle in trouble here. They can't get through to help him. Bertle's going to have to flash and hookshot over the wall to safety, but that pressure is not what you want to see.
Impact was able to use his blocker there.
Yep, Impact nicely timed, and you can see APA pushing out Mirio. Bertle on the other side is going to look for a re-engage. Umpty over the wall is getting quite low here. Will they go for it? In they go. There's a hook shot. Not going to commit to the fight. Core survives. They're the ones moving in towards this Baron area to try to reclaim some vision and sweep out the TL wards, and they're actually just going to start it straight up on the pink ward. We see that Bertle's going back to base, but he has his teleport, so he's going to rejoin. TL do see that teleport on their own ward. They're looking to try to get in here, but they have to wait for Umpty and Core JJ. They're trying to delay. Bertle is behind them. This is dangerous for TL. APA going to go try to answer that mid wave. Impact just straight up walks in, gets vision for Yon. Yon going to pop the ulti, lets the feathers fly. Mirio trying to go on the side, but he can't actually find Yon. He's got to snap back to safety of that Baron, but the Baron's not looking too safe. It's thanks for the leash potentially here. Jose still has his smite, has his flash. Core going in with the engage. The Baron is getting incredibly low. Will he be able to get in the pit? Mirio goes in, he gets in the vision, and in goes Jose, and he steals it again. Back to back to back. Don't mess with Jose at the Baron. You over, you fall, and then he uses a trampoline to dunk.
Oh, man.
That's rough for Umpty. Impact, though, going to get rooted up and could be in some trouble of his own. Pops the parry zone. Bertle on the side, going to get spotted by APA, and Bertle is sectioned off from the rest of the team, but he's going to use the hookshot, try to get safety, but he can't get anywhere. Core JJ is collapsing in, and Bertle gave over a freebie, and now Jin out to the side. Impact could threaten to come around and try to look for him. This is Cloud Soul on the table. That was really rough from Bertle. It's a massive play from Jose, but then Bertle just gives over a freebie.
All right, Ivan, brush her up. The defenses are here, but honestly, with Bertle being down, you can't overcommit to this. It's just one inhibitor. Don't risk too much.
Yeah, still, that Baron's still so massive because their wave clear is terrible. So if you have to face that Baron buff, it's probably just GG. TL staying around, though, want to try to see if they can threaten for more. Impact is pushing in the wave mid, so they're trying to buy time for that Core. Looking to threaten here onto Ackerman. Are they going to be able to knock down the Nautilus? There's the crash down, gets interrupted. There's Yon, though, getting ulted as well by the Nautilus. Mirio trying to come in from the side, going to have to snap back as Bertle does respawn, but they lose the Nautilus. This tower going down. Impact barely doesn't catch Snacker there with the taunt. He's taking a lot of damage. There's the flash forward. There's a petrifying gaze from APA. He locks him in place and shuts down Snacker, and that could just be what TL needs to put the finishing touches on this one. They're going for the base. Mirio's got to make it happen. He goes for the soul inbound. He can't actually get him. He gets locked down by the miasma. Yon has gone godlike, and you can say that again. This man will not lose. 8-0-4 on the Yon. He is killing it here in the LTA South, and Team Liquid are going to put the finishing touches on this series. It was a battle back and forth between the two teams, but at the end of the day, it's Team Liquid taking down Esports Estral, and it's the LTA North going back to back to back to back and winning 4 straight series as they conquer the South.